Okay, back to what I was saying. Chemicals are the reason that the brain operates. It's a sack of meat, chemicals, and electricity. You can't hook a battery up to a steak and expect it to jump to life. You can make it move, not the same thing. Chemicals are the foundation for which all things happen in the human brain. Now, our focus today is going to be on the human brain specifically, more specifically. What I don't understand is small things. Let's see. If alcohol is a chemical and lowers inhibition, yet is sold at every store everywhere across the world, and there's 8 billion people in the world, and if they were all United States citizens would have to follow the United States laws, do the math. Let's put that up beside, I don't know, drinking drain cleaner. The chemicals in drain cleaner would cause you to probably die in a gruesome manner. However, the chemicals in it are not as poisonous to the effects of being enjoyable like alcohol, which is quite strange indeed. So, are we being preyed on as people? Because who's, I don't know, scientifically manufacturing nicotine to have twice as much nicotine in it, or tobacco, sorry. Who's in charge of the alcohol sales, and this is going to cover all areas of all chemicals because there should be no scary area where there's not room to talk about it. So when you come down to things such as let's go with the popular in the country, it'll be marijuana. So the THC in marijuana, how many overdoses of marijuana have you ever seen? No? Okay. Heard of? Okay. Alcohol overdoses. Stop there. I didn't want to hear it because it happens. Now, at your local 7-Eleven or your local grocery store, what is always in stock? Or at least two signs you will always see outside: cigarettes and their prices, and alcohol and the special of the week, or something like that. Now, these chemicals, psychology of it is the fact that chemicals in the brain are the reason that the brain processes information as it does. So, psychology says that the chemicals in your brain are going to do what they do in order for you to be fooled by advertisements that much more easily. Now, if you take a stand against marijuana, okay, I understand that. Now, let's go by the numbers. Let's say every human life accounts for a human life. Not just in numbers when it's theoretical. We're talking about real living human breathing beings. Okay, so let's go to 1,000 people, and if they were all to be alcohol users, and then another 1,000 people who are marijuana users. Now let's see, out of those 1,000, how many do you think will eventually end up in some way, shape, or form having some death caused by their said chemical? Let's go by the numbers. Let's just think about the numbers, because all lives shouldn't be tricked by advertisements. So when you watch your TV and you pay for your television service, whose time is that paying to watch those commercials? How are you told to watch those commercials? You watch them for free. Nobody paid you. But you're spending your time and your money, your dollar. The time is that of which you only have itself of. So how can you spend to waste that money on those things like that? Like commercials. Things that are brainwashing you. Ad reads, or Facebook ads, or Google ads, or any ad. But that's just the psychology of chemicals registering in the brain, and that being exactly how the brain operates. Now, I'm not trying to say make them both legal, make them both illegal. I don't have a stand on it because I honestly don't care. I don't care for alcohol. I don't care for marijuana. I care about the lives. I care about those lives, the numbers. This isn't a game. This isn't a numbers game. This isn't something you can just sit there and say, oh, well, marijuana. Well, if you want to say that it is a gateway drug, which one lowers inhibitions? Which one across the board has been known throughout its lifetime to acquire, I don't know what you call that, a reputation as being a gateway drug? And not a gateway to the snack bar either, but a gateway drug to worse drugs, not like narcotics, that are extremely bad for the body. Except, let's go to that. Doctors, who here in the medical field, doctors and doctors alike, prescribes narcotics to people who need narcotics. Doctors do. Okay, so you're telling me that people prescribe narcotics to people. So are we playing with words here? Are we going to call them what we're going to call them? Okay, so let me backtrack there because I don't want any misrepresentation of things that aren't what they aren't. How many marijuana overdoses have ever happened? How many alcohol overdoses have ever happened? Which one is more widely sold in the United States?